When I got to child number 8, I was like, oh, that's a lot now. But then I didn't consider my wife wanted more.
Whoa, this guy is a badass.
Everyone belongs to a family, and no family is like another. Each family is unique, special, and could be a pain in the ass. The families into this video aren't the type we see every day. Here are 7 most unusual black families you won't believe exists. Let's go. Number 7. World's only surviving nanoplates.
19 months after they were born, the world's first surviving non-uplets are going home.
Miracles, wonders, luck, whatever you call it, you will still agree that this isn't something we see every day. Twins we see every day. Triplets, not a lot. Nanoplates, now that's something worth talking about. This family holds a record for the most children delivered at a single birth to survive. At first, doctors in Mali thought that this woman was carrying 7 kids. However, after she was flown to a specialist hospital in Morocco, it turned out that she was actually pregnant with 9, 5 girls and 4 boys. According to their mother, 28-year-old Halima Sise, it's not easy to put them to sleep altogether. She and her husband spends a lot of time cuddling them to sleep. Number 6. League of Eights. This beautiful couple are a true definition of what it means to be fertile.
I always wanted a big family.
How many kids did you have?
20.
Meet the Rosario family, who despite being in their late 20s and 30s respectively, already have 8 kids. Let's line them up real quick for a short roll call, shall we?
Okay, Jamel,
Michael,
Angelo,
G-Money,
Armani,
Sincere,
Kaza,
and the expecting baby.
The family is often bombarded with hateful comments like, "Stop using our tax money," "Have you heard of birth control?" and "How many fathers do they have?" According to her, some of her kids were conceived despite being on contraceptives, so she just gave up on using pills. You're probably wondering how they are able to afford such a huge lifestyle. Well, according to the couple, they live within their means and have a great budgeting system. Number 5. The king with 100 wives.
Third wife of the current phone and one of almost 100 queens.
Abumbi II, the 11th phone or king of Bafut, Cameroon, has close to 100 wives. Well, they weren't all his to start with, and it isn't like he went snatching other people's wives. You see, according to a local tradition, when a phone dies, his successor inherits all his wives and then marries his own queens. So, just imagine for a second, kings before him left behind more than 50 wives, plus his own wives equals 100? That multiplied by the number of children, well, you get the idea. The queens have a great role to play in the kingdom. It's up to these queens to shape their husband into a good king.
There are many queens. I met others came behind me, and others will still be coming. Because our tradition have it that when you are king, the elderly wives, they remain to teach, hand down the tradition to the younger wives and also teach you, the king, the tradition.
Though polygamy is often met with criticism in the West, there are some African cultures who deem it a valuable tradition. So,
there you have it.
Number 4. The piebald family. This family has been living with this rare skin condition known as piebaldism. Young Samuel's family have had the same special markings in their family for 4 generations, with his great-great-grandfather being the first known case in the family tree. Piebaldism is a genetic condition that causes severe depigmentation of the skin, commonly present across the forehead, body, and scalp. It can also cause patches of white hair and increases the risk of sunburn and cancer. This family used to be bullied for their appearances and often struggle to feel confident in their own skin. Despite facing hardships of all sorts, this family is strong, and thanks to their unique condition, they have started receiving media coverage, with some of the kids going into modeling. Number 3. The tattoo family. Well, adults have the liberty of turning their bodies into the Sistine Chapel, but when this is done on the skin of a 1-year-old, I don't know what to call that.
And my son Traylon, he loved temporary tattoos, and I enjoy putting them on him.
Shamika, a tattoo enthusiast and fashion designer, started carving her son, Traylon, with body art when he was just about 6 months.
Traylon's first tattoo was when he was 6 months.
According to her son loves the temporary tattoos, sneakers, chains, and all of that.
Did he really say that?
Shamika says she's been labeled a bad mom by netizens. I get a lot of backlash because people are not used to seeing a baby with tattoos. Comments like, he's gonna get shot in the streets, she's raising her son as a gangster and a thug are just a few of the many comments she receives every day. Would you put a tattoo on your 1-year-old kid? Number 2, breast milk at 8. Breast milk. We've all had the privilege of tasting it at some point, but definitely not at the age of 8.
I like it a lot.
This family became the laughingstock of trolls after a TikTok video of this woman breastfeeding her 8-year-old daughter went viral. It all started after Lizzie was breastfeeding her 1-year-old daughter, Zeli. Maya, who was 8 at the time, asked her mom for her share of the milk.
She tried it and was like, oh, it's like vanilla ice cream. I like it a lot. It was so natural.
Lizzie's husband and father to the kids then thought this was a beautiful and natural moment, so decided to film Maya taking her mother's milk and posted it on TikTok. The breastfeeding video went viral and boy did hell break loose.
I wasn't prepared at all with all the comments. I've received a lot of hate messages online. It was in general from TikTok. It was like, with this woman, she's totally crazy. How come she can breastfeed her 8-year-old daughter?
Well, it turned out it isn't only young Maya who enjoys her mother's milk. Her dad loves it too.
I try to.
Yeah, he tries.
Number 1, the Dancing 14. This family isn't only massive in number, but they certainly made a name for themselves as TikTok's #1 dance family, and you bet the mean comments were not in a short supply.
The negative comments bother me a little.
A lot.
Depending on what it said. Oh, are you married? And I said yes. Well, and she says, well, I hope he doesn't leave you because I have 6 and my husband left me.
Despite some of these mean comments, the family are still loved by many on social media, with many fans commenting on their incredibly beautiful and close bond. The family of 14 have always enjoyed dancing and performing together, but it wasn't until 2021 they began sharing their family talent on social media. Within months, the family had gone viral. Now, is your family like any of these families? Leave us a comment down there. Do share with a friend on Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter. As usual, I'm your host Murphy, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, stay beautiful, stay amazing. Peace.